What's up, family? I just finished reading the book Black Fury by Stanley Henson Jr., and I don't even know where to begin. This book, it rocked me. Like, I'm still trying to process everything. It's like he pulled back the curtain on stuff we've been conditioned to ignore. I mean, the way he broke down how we, as Black people, been sleepwalking through life, how we've internalized this system's racism, the self-hate, the way we treat each other. I had to put the book down a few times just to breathe. Then he hit me with the truth about racist politics, black on black homicides, and how gentrification ain't just about buildings, it's erasing our history. But here's what really got me. I heard this teaser on YouTube, a visualizer from Black Fury, and I swear it felt like somebody slapped me awake, like it was speaking to my soul. That's what pulled me into the book in the first place, and baby, I'm so glad it did. And then I heard there's a movie series coming called The Lights of Black Fury. Say less. I'm all in. If the series is even half as powerful as the book, it's about to change lives. Look, if you care about the culture, if you care about truth, if you care about us, you need to go to Amazon right now and cop Black Fury. Like, don't wait. Gift it to somebody, pass it around, and definitely go listen to that visualizer on YouTube. Trust me, this ain't just a book, it's a movement.
My brothers and sisters, we have entered a time of great illusion. The ballot box has become a stage, and the politicians are actors. The elections are fraud, and the politicians are frauds. You vote Democrat, thinking you're voting for salvation, but you're really voting for sedation. Look at President Joe Biden. He promised Black folks, I got your back, but when it came time to act, he turned that back on you. He had the same executive power as Donald Trump, but refused to use it for your benefit. 4 years went by and there's still no John Lewis Voting Rights Act. No George Floyd Policing Act. But he had no problem pardoning his own son, Hunter Biden. Meanwhile, Jesse Jackson Jr. and Marilyn Mosby, two Black public servants targeted by the system, rot in its jaws, and Biden says nothing. What happened to having our back, Mr. President? He wouldn't even consider expanding the Supreme Court while the Trump-stacked court rolled back generations of Black struggle. And Attorney General Merrick Garland. He slow-walked the prosecution of Donald Trump so long, the man might run for office again. This ain't justice. This is betrayal dressed in a blue tie. And don't get it twisted, Barack Obama was no different. He gave us symbolism over substance. Smiles, but no spine. Hope, but no hand. Because, beloved, it ain't just white men doing the damage. We got Judas kinfolk in high places, betraying Black folks for a seat at the enemy's table. And while we chase votes and visibility, our culture is being ritually sacrificed in plain sight. Look at the pattern. Prince Rogers Nelson, found dead in his home from an opioid overdose, though he was known to be clean, spiritual, and focused on ownership of his masters. Janis Lynn Joplin, dead of a heroin overdose at 27. Her body was found alone in a hotel room. Whitney Elizabeth Houston, found face down in a hotel bathtub, drowned after a toxic mix of drugs. A legend discarded like a cautionary tale. Phyllis Linda Hyman took her own life with sleeping pills just hours before a performance. She left a note, I'm tired. I'm tired. Those of you that I love know who you are. May God bless you. Lisa Nicole Left Eye Lopez, car accident in Honduras. She was on a spiritual retreat, running from the very industry that broke her. Deborah Jean Dame Heard, killed in a car accident in Atlanta. Bruce Edward Damian Broders, died of colon cancer shortly after. Both were part of Damian Dame, the first act signed to LaFace Records. Luther Ronzoni Vandross Jr., a man with a golden voice, surrounded by industry pressure and stress until his body gave out. And looming over all of them was Clive Davis, the same executive connected to many of these artists. The man still lives. Still breathes. Still profits. At 92 years old. Ask yourself, how many Black artists have mysteriously died, while their white handler lives untouched, uninvestigated, and unafraid? Nobody questions Clive Davis. Nobody investigates his connections. But a black man will kill another black man over a parking space, a look, or a lyric. Nobody pursues George Zimmerman, who murdered Trayvon Martin. Nobody pursues David Duke, the smiling face of white supremacy. But will serve life sentences over ego, jealousy, or social media. This is the mark of a people turned inward. Our chains are no longer on our wrists, they are in our minds. Black men are now the greatest murderers of black men, of black women, and of black children. What the slave ships did to us over water, we now do to ourselves on land. And what about black women? Some have traded the morals of their grandmothers for the illusion of luxury. Traded soul for status. Traded community for clout. Chasing the lifestyle of white Europeans while their own neighborhoods crumble. We are not cursed by God, we are cursed by betrayal. Cursed by cowardice. Cursed by comfort. Cursed by skinfolk who'd rather help destroy black progress than defend it. But I say this to you with fire in my chest, this cycle ends when we say it ends. It ends when we stop looking for saviors in white houses and start building power in our own. When we call out the frauds, not just across the aisle, but within our own ranks. When we love each other harder than they hate us. When we put truth over tradition, justice over job titles, and dignity over dollars. Until then, the system will keep throwing us overboard like slaves for insurance. Except now, the ship's captain looks just like us.